Can I do it? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. I can test it out. You can see me. I tried. Did you see? I actually tried a little bit in the past, like 5 minutes. Yeah. Effort is effort. You get what you get and you don't throw a fit. That's what we grew up with. I don't know if that's still common saying, but anyway, the vibe here is energetically. Oh, first off, perceptions, or rather perspectives. Let's correct that little asterisk mark thing going on there. Perceptions. Yes, perspectives. Through my prism, ism. Yeah, I don't know what to expect out of this reading. I just thought I'd give it a whirl, see what kind of fragment leads to, you know, another adventure. So anyway, as shuffling, I got the 9 of Wands in reversal, and that's like a no-show. It's not like just somebody like just not appearing. It's like it's kind of like don't give a shit energy. Like I don't know why. It's something like you have to show up for yourself. It's kind of that era. Yeah. So wherever that happens to be and coincide for showing up for certain things that are expected of you, then so be it. But there's the divine is telling me you are not required to attend every obligation. And so there's some flexibility in that. Being that like you have to call the shots on like when your breaks are as needed. As a healer, you do not know when to like anticipate when your healing needs to be done, like the recoup from coinciding with other energies, from deep dives, from even like personal interactions. Like there needs some respite. Respite is required. See, this lizard in the background is almost like giving the vibe of a snake energy. See, you see the tongue right there? Respite. It's whispering respite. Okay. So, I just tried on these earrings. I think they need a little brush on them. But they're cute. They were from not out of this world, or maybe out of this world, meaning like out of the country. I'm supporting other vendors. I promise you it wasn't my retail therapy just wanting to go whimsy. Because, like, I can't afford that. But the truth is that I got to see the niece that made those little thing-majig, like, what do you call it? Hold on. The little Jacob's ladder thing, like the thing for ADHD kids. And like, oh, she actually came. She actually made more. So then I bought some food from her. But I had to support, other vendors, because my whole thing, like, I imagine these conversations in my head, including to this little girl that I'm a fan of. I just, like, it was hard for her to socialize, and it wasn't about like the social aspect, but like speak her stuff. And I used it like as kind of like a little teach me, teach you kind of lesson thing, where we dialogue. Two socially awkward people dialogue. But I get that her generation was more like built to kind of stagger the normal flow of communications, because I'm not gonna be like a what supposedly boomer would be, and just like I'm not saying like, oh, bah humbug. I'm just saying that I know that there are certain effects that we have when we opt into certain things or opt out. So anyway, talking to her, getting her to just dialogue about her stuff, something relevant, and give her accolades. What went in my mind post actual conversation was like, they can't take us all down. What is going on with my eye? Okay. Yeah, they can't take us all down. Like, just, like, I know I don't have the, what do you call it, expendable income to be, like, dishing out and all these other things, but it's like, what's this, like, what is this extra little thing, you know? You gotta have some delight out of, like, what you've got. So, if I'm already in deep, like, they can't take us all down. So, cut to this Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Yeah, so that's the golden ticket, you know. This is like, okay, so you're gifted with, like, I don't know, all expenses paid trip or whatever. Or no, how is this pictured in my head? How did you guys tell me? It's like, so somebody pays for your flight, but it doesn't, like, corner you into, like, yes ma'am, yes or whatever, to whatever, whoever paid for that ticket. So there's something about it where it's like there's flexibility in this avenue. I don't know how I got there, but I got there, and maybe it'll click when it clicks. But anyway, left side, for the header card, I have Knight of Cups. When it fell on my lap, though, it fell in reversal, so I feel like that's more of an undercover energy. Again, you have to hide your love away. So I think this is this internal or external? Internal? Oh, it's more so external. So yeah, there is an undercover admirer, like, at the door or something. Hold on. Or that kind of energy. So there's 6 fishies around her. This is interesting. One is in her lap, though. Oh my gosh, there are suitors. So there's like 5 kind of like creeping around, but there's one in her lap. That's crazy. But they're like all together, you know, it's not like make or break. These are, yeah, this is a little different. This is a scenario that's more improved. So the pool has elevated. And this is kind of like High Priestess energy with her feet in the water kind of energy. Like foot in the moon, but like foot in the intuitive bodies of water. So that's the receptive side. Oh my gosh, you can see how I'm sweating. Okay. Okay. So, and then on the right side, 9 of Pentacles in reverse. What you doing? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. People think like I'm kind of like just like lounging around a little bit, like a little bougie swan. Some of them do. Some of them know that's just like, you can't judge a book by its cover, or like a candid shot of Tina. You can't like build an entire encyclopedia from like one candid shot of Tina. No. So it's like, what you doing? Oh my God. On the doing side. And sometimes, like, okay, we're gonna internalize that, like, okay, like, what is Tina doing? Okay, what are you doing, Tina? I'm doing. I was honest though this time. Okay, I'm a little like, yeah. So I was like, what are you? It's not like, what are you doing? It's not that kind of energy. It's more like, why is there blue on my neck? I had, like, it rained one evening, and yeah, it rained one evening, and this paint that I had on like a prop, like, bled all over stuff. Oh my God. So it might be that. Yeah, likely. And set up. Like, it just, like, I try to take it slow so I'm not like rushed, like combustion, like engine, like just crazy engine like going off. No, I don't. But still, like, okay, I'm like gonna take it mellow. I'm gonna do this like pop-up thing and take a shower or whatever. But then, like, as I load this stuff, doesn't matter how slow I go, it's just like I'm drenched. My back is like all slippery, and like it's just you just have to accept it, okay? Like, this is a live sauna. You're getting moving, okay? So let's just find the positivity in it. And, okay, so I'm like, what if I meet people that are important? What if I have to, like, engage and talk and, like, I just feel, like, the filth all on me? And they're like, my guys are like, okay, if that happens, it was meant to. And you're just kind of like divvying up the sectors of who can handle this and who can handle that. So if they can't handle you in this condition, like there's a hell of a lot worse conditions that you can be in. So if somebody's gonna mistreat you based on like, oh, you put in some hard work and it shows, they ain't right for you. They ain't right for a good bunch. Like they aren't right for your collective either. So, as was saying. So what you doing, Tina? Like internalizing that energy, okay? Basically, in other terms, translation, what do you want to do? You know how many times I've seen on my feed, what you gonna do? By 9, I think? I can give it to you, but what you gonna do with it? I'm just sexy for my... Is that right? Is that the song? Low rider. Yeah, that's right. I think so. No. What you want. That's... Oh my gosh, so both songs are in here. Holy smokes. That... Somebody just jumped in there. That energy. Oh my goodness. Oh, by the way. Thank you to my, my variety of guardians that have... I was given word that I was supposed to be given, a disciplinary measure. Is the Speedy Gonzalez. That's not normally a Speedy Gonzalez. You know, it's weird. Like, sometimes I test myself on my temperament. I know I probably shouldn't say this, but, like, I do it in areas where I can feel like, where it's safe. It's, you know, what is it? Where's my fan? I bring a fan with me for purpose, and I forget. Okay, so, yeah, I was supposed to be disciplined, ticketed. So thank you for letting me have a little break. Oh yeah, so testing myself. So like I get like PTSD sometimes. I'm so glad I don't get this anymore. I just had to test myself. That when my ex, I know that there are so many couples out there that have to deal with this. But you know, like how your partner, whether male or female, whatever, like if you're same sex, whatever, you know, so I just, you know, your partner, I don't even want to dub them as partner. Your partner, has too much to drink and they're raging inside. Something upsets them. I don't know. They rage every time they get drunk. And so, they call the shots when it's time to go home. Even if it's at like your paternal or, you know, your side's, you know, gatherings, whatever, okay? You have to leave in a fury. You have a family. And you know that it's going to cause major quabbles because it's happened before. If you try to intervene and try to take the keys so that you can drive, no matter how you approach it, it's always going to be a quabble. And so you just have to endure the drive home, hoping that your kids and you, like your family, is going to arrive safely at home while they're speeding like 90, 100, whatever, and like just reckless fucking driving. Freeway, like going downhill, and like it's just like you just hope to God that you are protected and safe to just get you through it. And it's just like the hostility of the energy that's unspoken. Holy smokes. Like, and to know what your place is, like you're digesting that and like wondering like how your kids are, you know, because I never, how do I say it? I grew up in, you know, a family that, you know, nobody's perfect or whatever, but I didn't encounter that with my dad. I didn't encounter that with like my, you know, my parental figures, even by aunt or uncle. I never had to deal with that shit until, you know, until I had to. Until I didn't have to, you know? Until I realized I didn't have to anymore. And so, like, sometimes I sometimes put myself in that scenario to see if I would feel those things again. To see if I would feel those things again if I was not as audible in that. So I would do that. And you know, I've done that with Long Beach. I had a really bad relationship in Long Beach. And so I found myself, I thought I was never ever going to be able to set foot in that city again because of like how horrible like the imprint was. But these days I have like it's like a completely like rebuilt city. Like no association to that anymore. None of that lingering except like a memory of past, you know. And so like I think, yeah, when I lived in Long Beach, it was like the worst, like the absolute worst time, absolutely worst time in my life. Yeah, worst, like worst. Okay. It was kind of like, you know, like when you're in, I guess, special ops or whatever, and I think what they say, is it CIA, where they set you out at the farm or whatever, they set you out in the field or whatever, and I think when they talk about, like when they refer to it as the farm, it's, as far as everyone that I have met that has grown up on a farm, they appreciate it so much. Like it gives you like very practical understanding of like materialization, putting in the work, and seeing where that goes. So there's like a lot of like resilience on a day-to-day level, moment to moment even. It's just a lot of hard work, but they, you know, have become more bonded with other life forms, and understand the like intricacies of obligation, that the intricacies are the implications of like of the heart, not just like in writing, and so I think that's what that reference partially kind of psychologically means for that scenario. But anyway, on the field, that's what that's how I would gauge, like, you know, like that's the softer kind of way that Mama would put it. The farm is, but like Long Beach, dude, like you know there's some shit that goes down there. That was the first time I think that I've seen like a raid outside of a bank. Yeah. But anyway, a lot of things, like throwing things outside of like a second story window, like it's like yeah, that's crazy. So that was that's what it felt like, the farm, the field, the I would call it, instead of the farm, I would call it the alleys. Yeah. I dilly-dally, I ran through the alley, yeah, that's what it felt like for sure. Mr. Brodas knows what he's talking about. All right, anyway, let's move beyond the header cards here, okay? So, perspective, okay? Through my prism, ism, okay? All right, I think we're going somewhere here. 4 of Wands in reverse. Ugh, can you even? That is not just a move. It was a big move. And this is paradigm shift. I'm like, I just got over one. Can we just sit for a little bit? But paradigm shift, this is good. Like you might as well like have the alley up from the universe. Is it alley up, or I forget. No, that's not an alley up. It may be. I don't. You'll know what I meant by that. Oh, okay. Top of the deck, no secret to my sauce. 21 in reverse. For me, because I refer to it as 21, I don't think this is like an unending cycle. Like cycle needs to be like wrapped up. I feel like this is more like blackjack. Put it down. Is this a is this acting like is this a moving with bluffs, or is it moving with like solidarity, but like quiet solidarity? Put it down. Like, yeah, like there you have like people that you brought to the party or whatever, but you're the one playing the game, and they're like, yeah, you know, yeah, put it down. Yes, or is it? No, it's a second. Whoop whoop. Okay, what's beneath that? The star card. No, they said, Tina, you got a winning hand. You're not bluffing. You do not need to fake it. In fact, bluff's a bluff. So bluff that you don't have it. Just put it down and like just make them question because they don't know. They don't know. Yeah, it's like you know like how you get nervous in your stomach, like, but this is like bubbles in the stomach, right? You see, she knows it. It's just like I feel it. I'm just trying to contain it. So good. So this globe, the snow globe, can be considered like a prism. It can be considered like a prism. Hold on, I my this sauna is working. Do it, do it, do it. All right, so what I was gonna show you. What did I want to show you? I wanted to show you something special. Special to me. I guess I will have to find it later. Oh, no. I can show you. Can I show you? Hold on. Yes. No. They said yes. I had to cover your eyes for a second and feel your like intuitive forehead body. You want to see what I got? Is one of the new items. My inner child's fae came to play, and they're like, oh, this is so precious. This is so beautiful. I have to share it with you in case I'm gonna promote somebody. So at the thing that I was at yesterday, got to talking with one of the like creators or whatever, and I have the supplies to do these things. I've had it for years, but it just, you know, life got me all like on a, what is it, seesaw? Felt like on the up and up, but like I was suspended, so I couldn't do shit unless I wanted to jump off. So anyway, somebody was not playing nicely, left me like a little dork instead of like with a Murph like hanging on something. I was like caught on the seesaw, just like ha ha ha. I'm bigger than you. So it's like that kind of shit on the justice scales. Like, come on, Spirit's gonna see everything. Spirit saw. Jumped off on me, so it's like burned. It burned into oblivion. And I started singing songs. I'm burning, I'm burning, I'm burning for you. That was the last one, wasn't it? I don't know. But anyway, look at this. Take a gander. Oh, look at this. Very cute. Not just cute, like it just do you understand? Do you understand? Like so freaking cute. Anyway, she has these, and I wanted to like buy them all, at least buy like 5. But yes, this is beautiful. I have to. Great job. So okay. So tell me a little bit more about my prism. Okay, so what's on here? 8 of Wands in reverse, and then facing the 8 of. It was actually, I don't know. It turned up on one of the, shufflings. 8 of Swords. No, it's Strength in reverse. So is something better? Is it better not to say something? Yeah, less is more. They're saying less is more. Don't tell them everything. Keep these things secret. 9, yeah, because after the 5 of Pentacles is the Hermit card, yeah, and then 10 of Wands in reverse, yeah, like, um, okay, so am I okay with it? Yeah, so I was okay with sharing that part, but anything else as far as like fondness towards anybody, like you got to hide your love away, not just from the person that you're you know, a person of interest. But also like, um, um, those that, you care about. You have to hide those lovies away. For real. So like what I always thought, like I sometimes I've fucked up on my love language, on my love language learning. Sometimes I think that um like I would interpret somebody else's love language as my own. So like if there's any haziness, if there's like I guess no contact kind of arena where everything is based on like assumption or like just very little communications. I make the effort and then just dive into the pitfall of like interpreting it through my own language. Yeah. And so that's where I made some bobos, earned some bobos, learned how to heal those bobos. Yeah. So um don't know why I brought that up, but I brought it up, okay? All right, so something is cashing out here. Oh, this is the truth. Like, eight of something. Oh, we got master number 88, by the way. That's a master spiritualist. Um, Oh, no, it's 13. That's death. Ooh. Okay. So I think they're saying, oh, don't try to fill in the gaps where other people leave that space. Do not do that, Tina, especially with people that you like are like acquaintance levels. Like, well, the thing that I was gonna say about like how there's a masculinized version of um the masculinized version of whatchamacallit, um of not gigolo energy, but gold digger energy. Yeah, the masculinized version is kind of like whatever you perceive. It's based on like whatever the feminine version perceives as wealth is used in a weighted like manipulation, techniques. So they leave like how masculines are less you know on that level of like talking um as a channel. They use talking as a medium, like as a method, rather than like like when, how do I say it? Methods can like like come and go. Like this is, I don't know, it's like a kind of strategy. It's how do I say it? It's a certain approach. But like a channel is something that's more sturdy. It's something that's more established. It's the route. It's like the housing of these methods. And so when masculines treat communication as more of a medium, like a method, rather than a channel, like less respect for it, like subconsciously, and that's what they iterate to their partner. The partner just like goes through the pitfalls, just like what I've done. Like, so you assert whatever type of meaning, you fill in those blanks, and then they like take advantage of whatever. It's like Mad Libs on like on steroids, Mad Libs on steroids for sure. And so they find it comedic, and you're supposed to like la ti da, yeah, that was kind of funny, so there's kind of like that. Like there's this guy who's like, oh, I'll call you back in 5 minutes, and then when he like called back, he's like, oh, did I say 5 minutes? I meant to say 55 minutes. I could almost see his shoulders, like 55 minutes. And then like a smile on his face, like, did she buy it? And I just let it pass. It's like, oh yeah, it's fine. It's not a big deal. So anyway, so then we're females, like the female gold digging energy is like, it's like target da 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 da. Like when she gets like it's an over inundation of communication. So that's what I'm saying. Like I just needed to say that because we're talking about the perspectives of my prism. Okay, all right. So what's going on over here? What is going on? Look at this. Look, Okada just told me that like I'm doing phenomenal. You want to know his love language, or that energy is love language? In translation, it says, in quotation, "This is about as dangerous as you putting your foot on the gas pedal." So, the context is I'm doing a fabulous job at what I'm doing. It's funny. Could you not be more obvious? Looking for any kind of acknowledgement. Oh my god. 5 of Cups. It's somebody that to say goodbye to. Somebody that's trash, you know? And you know, one man's trash could be another person's trash as well. So, there's that. Clarifier, my expanded divine panel of the infinitate. To that is the Tower card in reverse. Yeah, they're going through it. There's somebody that's going through it. Yeah, and just had to make an appearance. Like, by the way, I still exist, and yeah, I'm still alive. Yeah. Are you really? Okay, so back to perspectives from my prism. That's a lot to tell me. Post-apocalyptic solar eclipse, new moon energy. Is it the equinox? It is. It's equinox. What is it? It's something like hard knocks. Is it knock life for us? Yeah. Look what's peeking. The devil card right underneath the 4 of Cups. Like, oh, you little devil, you found me out. Our plans are foiled. The jig is up. Okay, so 2 of Wands in reverse, 7 of Wands, and the Fool card. Okay. So this is wonderful. Okay, because you've made an excellent decision, a wise decision to call things out. Rather than, okay, so right behind her, okay, I'm just like, there's so much. Okay, so right behind that is the Ace, or Magician? The Magician in reverse. But it's like unmasking them. Like, instead of waiting for me to see when that individual is going to unmask themselves, you just unmask them. Like, or actually, it's just like kind of, it's already done. When you call it, it's like an automatic, like, simultaneous sync to them, like, revealing themselves. And this is the manifestation card right here. It is a full moon card. Yeah, see, look, they can see their own reflection. Trying to get a better look. And that's emphasized because, like, right beneath it is a Temperance card. The Temperance is about the water right there, like the ratios, the golden ratio. And so it's like looking at those measurements, like, it's pretty accurate. It's pointing back to the surface, like the making of a man, and it's like you have to question, like, is that making a real man, or like a real, like, genuine, like, solid, like that's one of substance, or is it like making of, more bullshit? So there's that. Okay, that was facing what did we say? 2 of Wands in reverse. So there's some things like that are to be determined, okay? So I can't talk smack completely about this type of energy. I can know that there's still some range within these energies. But it's like, I'm not going to give them too much of the benefit of the doubt. They've already presented themselves accordingly. So I'm putting it to the more grandeur expertise, which is like, there's more to be had about this situation, what the applications are. Like, the universe has different ways in which they resource, like, bullshit energy. And so, 7 of Wands. Oh, yeah, there's absolute leverage. So there's absolute leverage in, even in the not knowing. Like, I don't need to know. Okay? So, because there's something about someone's suspended here from